appreciate you guys hopping on for the night. Hope everyone's had a solid week so far. I'm honored to be able to be on here with Anas. Everyone knows Anas, 18-year-old absolute killer. It's crazy to see how like there's an 18-year-old in this business that's printing money. And there's a few things that I love about him. He works his ass off, he's coachable, and he never gets complacent. And he's going to talk about how he's scaled super, super quickly, but he's making a ton of money and changing a lot of people's lives. Anas, real quick though, tell the people today's July 10th. How much money have you made in the last 10 days?
Last 10 days, I already deposited about 45,000.
45,000 in the last 10 days, and you're 18.
Exactly. How much did you deposit in the last 10 days?
Me personally, the last 10 days, $93,000, right? But it's absolutely insane to see that there's an 18-year-old making $45,000 in the last 10 days. And anyone can do that. He's not special at all. I'm not special at all. But it's been amazing to see you grow. And I mean, you came off right away killing it. You sold at a very high level. What are a few things that you did, like right when you came in, that allowed you to sell at a very high level?
Yeah, so one of the key things I did when I came in and I started selling at a high level was I just put everything aside, like anything I had, whether it was another job, whether it was school, whether it was my parents' opinion, I put everything aside and just put 100% into this. And honestly, like I feel like that's the biggest thing that led me to success because if you're not going to put yourself in a position to win, regardless, whatever situation you're in, you always have to put yourself in a position to win. If you don't, then you're not going to succeed. It's simple, right? Like this is a mental game, not a physical game.
Yeah, no, 100%. I would agree. And what are a couple of the things that were maybe like super difficult that like, because it's not physically hard, I agree, but what were kind of some of the mental challenges maybe you experienced like your first couple months that probably a lot of people are experiencing right now?
I can actually touch on one thing. I just spoke to one of my guys about it was my fourth month in the business. Like this was when I was selling at a high level and recruiting at a high level. And I actually broke even that month. Like I didn't even really I didn't make any money that month. It was in February. And I remember I called you, I was like, bro, like I don't know what's going on, but like I'm not seeing anything of what everybody was talking about. Like when it came down to building a team and selling at a high level. But I feel like that was one of my biggest challenges. Like breaking even after I was making 30K, 20K a month and I just broke even in February. So I feel like everybody faces that. Everyone has that 1 month of adversity where like you're just going through it. Like you're literally just gonna go through it. You're in business, bro. Like you're in business. You're gonna go through a lot of problems, but at the end of the day, you signed yourself up for this. Now it comes down to you because if you can overcome that stage of the business where you have that self-doubt, that's when you actually end up succeeding. And I'm pretty sure you could agree with me on that too, Tanner. What is your opinions on that?
No, 100%. I feel like everyone has one of those months, and for some people it's, multiple months. And at the end of the day, like everyone experiences it, whether it's your first month, maybe you're really struggling selling, or maybe it's, your third or fourth month when you're starting to scale a team, and now you have to, you know nothing about leading a team, and now you have to manage selling at a high level as well as still like scaling and building and helping new people. Like personally, like my third month. It was the hardest month of my entire life, I think. And like, yes, I made a lot of money that month, but the mental stress and like all the things that were going through my head, I had a lot of self-doubt that month. And I remember I brought six people into the business and, I sold a lot my first 2 months and I was trying to figure out how to manage both selling as well as like training all my new guys. Because anyone that comes in the business, like, dude, I want them to succeed. I want them to make money.
Mhm.
And if you put so much time into people and then you take away from selling, now you're not making money and it actually hurts everyone because now you're babying people. And I mean, I had to have a conversation with Drew. I'll never forget. I was like, yo, bro, it's been like 2 weeks and I'm working like 14, 15 hours a day. And like, a couple of days I'm not selling and a couple of days my guys aren't selling. Like, dude, I don't know like if I can scale as quick as like I really wanted to. And like genuinely like that's what I was feeling. all I needed him was to check me really, really hard and help me understand that no one's different, that I can do the exact same thing. And that month, like I actually had my biggest month. I sold 55 and a half grand. And two of my brand new guys, they made 10 grand that month. But like I had a lot of self-doubt. But at the end of the day, like whoever overcomes that and just pushes through when it's really, really hard, they will always just make more money. So like whether you're brand new to the business and maybe you're struggling selling your first couple weeks, or I've had multiple people on my team whine and cry to me because their first couple guys that come in, they suck and they fail out of the business. Everyone goes through that, but the person that's going to get to the next level quick is the person that just is all right, whatever, I can do this. It's all right. I'm in business, like you said, and things happen. But yeah, dude, I would agree with that 100%. But to touch on like building a little bit, why personally for you, because everyone's different, why did you decide to build a team from day one?
Yeah, so when I came in the business, like everybody knows how the business works. Like, let's just be honest. So I was like, okay, like how can I make the most amount of money inside this business? Like, what's the way to make the most amount of money in this business? Some people could disagree or agree. I recruited day one because I believed it immediately. And to be honest with you, if you guys stop posting about your business and you guys are not recruiting people inside your business, like, no, I want you guys to like think about that. Like, you guys are not bringing people inside your business. It's like you're opening up a pizza shop, but you don't want to bring a worker in because you're it sounds stupid. Like you open up a pizza shop, but you don't want to hire a worker, right? But this is a business where you can hire someone and you guys could grow together and build an empire. So it's like, why would I not spread the opportunity to other people and just build my business? Like that just sounds stupid. If you're gonna start the business and you're confident in the business and you know what this business could bring you and your goals are, start recruiting. Like just start recruiting. Like there should be nothing stopping you from recruiting. Start immediately. But that's only if you believe in the business. If you don't believe in the business, you shouldn't be here anyways. So it's like that's like your mindset coming into business. Like, okay, how can I scale this as fast as possible? Like, how can I do it as fast as Tanner did? And that's the mindset you have to have. And I feel like most people, when it comes to recruiting, overthink it sometimes. Like me and Tanner were just talking about this prior, like a week ago. But when people are recruiting, like they think they could just hop off the phones. Like, like, bro, that's how you make your money. At the end of the day, like this is how I structure I tell all my guys this. Everybody I talk to or asks me, I tell them the same thing. Selling at the end of the day is still your full-time job. Selling is your full-time job. Recruiting is your part-time job. Until that income replaces your sales, right? And like that's how you have to look at it. Like I'm not gonna stop hopping off the phones because I'm jealous of my time and this is how I make my money right now. But my part-time job is recruiting. So scale your business, but remember your role. Like remember, I'm making my money, I'm paying my bills because I'm selling right now. So I'm gonna stick to it until my recruiting takes over. So
Yeah.
what do you think about that, Tanner? Because I know I said that a few times, but what do you think about that?
No, I would agree 100%, bro. Like exactly how you said. And for me, it wasn't like I wasn't gonna stop selling. Like people see where I am now, like, oh my God, Tanner's life's so amazing. Like he doesn't have to dial the phones. Like, oh my God, he probably doesn't have to do anything all day. Like, haha, that's funny. Like, that's not how it works, right? But to get to where I was, like, dude, 10 hours a day, bare minimum on the phones. My schedule when I was starting to, like, scale my team, it was 8 to 9 a.m. In the morning. I was either training new guys, calling carriers, doing any back end work, checking on policies, helping new guys write applications, 8 to 9 a.m. From 9 to 7, non-negotiable. I was dialing the phones. Non-negotiable. Someone wants to have a recruiting call. Someone wants, get the fuck out of here. We're not doing anything but I'm selling from 9 to 7. That's where I make my money. But more importantly, people get it twisted. If you want your guys to sell at the highest level, they just need to see you sell at the highest level. My guys saw me sell three policies every single day.
Yeah.
sometimes five. Oh my God, sometimes none. But average was three policies every single day from 9 to 7. So what did they start doing? They started saying the same things I did. If they saw me get a bank objection, not care and dial the next guy. They started doing exactly what I was doing. So you have to lead as an example when you're scaling and actually be dialing the phone. And then from like 7 to night, whether it was, 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock, 1 a.m., whatever it needed to be, that's when I was very, very intentional with training my new guys, making sure their applications were down, making sure they knew their objections, and then also taking my recruiting calls. I always tell people like selling is right here and like recruiting is right here. And then recruiting goes up, but sales doesn't change until recruiting gets like up to here, then it starts to kind of like level out and everything. Too many people go like this, and then they're like, I'm not selling anymore. I'm not making any money. Well, yeah, it's because you're not selling. It's
And I
simple.
remember when I talked to you like about that, I was like, yo, like when did you like hop off the phones? Like I remember I asked you that question. You were like, it just happens naturally. Like
Yeah,
once you're like I said something wrong earlier. Not when you just replace your income from your sales, when you work so much that you literally can't sell.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
like to the point where you can't sell.
yeah,
And it's like I talk to Tanner about this all the time. Like, yeah, at this point in the time of the business, I'm trying my best to sell. I'm trying my best to sell, and I want to be on lead. Like, trust me, I love selling. Like, I tell Tanner this all the time. Like, I love selling. But like I literally like there's certain times where I really can't. Like having everybody to asking you questions and this and that. It's like that transition is so different now. It's like sales is my part-time job and recruiting and building a business is my full-time job now.
yeah. a
And that's
hundred percent.
that transition that goes in smoothly, like you said earlier when we were on the phone like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. And yeah, I mean, like at the end of the day, like everyone's different to when like they feel that they're ready to hop off the phones. But I would agree 100% with what you just said that like you shouldn't be slowly like phasing off the phones until you are too busy to where like it actually doesn't make sense. Like for me, when I slowly started phasing off was when I made 60 grand in overrides in March. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, bro, it probably doesn't really make sense because more of my time should probably be spent helping my new guys as well as bringing the new killers in, which is what
Be
happened for
selfish if you don't.
yeah, no, 100%. So, I mean, obviously people see like within 6 months you scaled the team to 250,000 in a month. Uh, what are a couple like actionable things that you would tell someone in order for them to do the exact same thing?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, if you really believe in the business, I'd start recruiting immediately and selling at a high level as soon as possible. And have urgency. Like you have to have urgency. Like I would write this down. Like have urgency. Like that's the most important thing. Like if you don't have any type of urgency coming into the sales industry, like you're in a fast-paced game, bro. You're running a fast-paced game. You got to move faster. And that's my mindset. It's like everybody's moving fast, but I just got to move fast. I got to run faster. And that's what you guys have to look into. I got to move quick. I got to move with speed and precision. Right? So I'm selling, I'm recruiting, and I'm training. Selling, recruiting, and I'm training. I'm never gonna stop. One of my agents is literally top one in the agency right now. I wasn't like, okay, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna lay back. Hell no. I'm like, yo, I need like 10 more of these. Like I have freaking God knows how much recruiting calls I gotta do tomorrow. I'm God knows how much appointments for sales I have tomorrow. God knows how much people I have to train tomorrow. But I want more problems. So my advice to get to tell everybody to get to that level and hopefully even do more than that, get yourself more problems. Have more problems in your business and you'll have more money. Tanner, how much problems do you have a day?
But way too many. It's
And
it's
how many
annoying.
problems did you have your first month?
I try to sell.
Exactly. And it's like the more problems Tanner has, the more money he's gonna make. And same thing with me. The more money I'm making, I promise you the more problems you're gonna have.
Yeah.
So bring the problems. Like bring the problems if you really want to scale at a high level.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. The more money, the more problems, but it's worth it, of course. And you're changing other people's lives, which is what's most fulfilling. I would say like people that sell at a high level, like they might not have a big team. It's because like there's two sides of the business. You can sell and you can market yourself. If you only sell but you don't market yourself, how the hell are you going to recruit anyone? How do you recruit anyone? It took me 8 months of like consistently posting to be like where I am now. I have people begging on my doorstep, Tanner, please, please, I want to work with you. And like now I have too many people to where like, dude, I deny people like, nah, bro, you're not a good fit. You sound weird. I don't want you. Right. But at first it's like I want to recruit everyone, right? And like I think everyone makes the mistake. They post for a couple days, they post for a week, and then they whine, cry, and complain because nobody comes to them. So, like in my opinion, to scale the quickest team is obviously sell at the highest level because you're more attractable to work with if you actually are selling and you know what you're doing. But where most people go wrong is they don't market themselves. How has like marketing yourself and like using social media been like a big factor to your growth?
The biggest factor to my growth is posting on social media. Like, I don't care if you're only doing like if you're just post anything. Like post your first day in the business. It's like I started posting as soon as I came in the business. And it's funny because a lot of the people I recruited and I brought inside of my business so they can work with me, they've been watching my stories. They've been watching my stories for the past probably 6 months. They've been watching my stories for the past 2 months before they end up texting me.
Yep.
It's like it's not a day one bang and you're gonna just get all recruits. You got to do it consistently. Like I could probably name like 10 people off my head that texted me after I constantly posted.
Yeah.
And especially bro, like no one's if you're not confident in your business, you wouldn't be posting. And it's like social media is key to this business. Like key, like the biggest key to this business is social media. If you're
Yep.
if you're on social media and you're just trying to yeah, if you're just trying to talk to girls, if you're on social media because you just want to text people on there, use your messages. Like use social media for something. There's two
And then
people in
you're
this world that
cooked.
use social media. There's two people, right? There's a person that uses social media for people like the bums so they can like the bums that talk to girls and people that use it to expand their business. Or the bums that use social media just to have fun with it and the people that expand their business. Those two people are use social media. You pick one, A or B. Do you want to use it to expand your business and make more money? Like, no, actually on a serious note, drop a one in the chat if you knew you would make a extra $5,000 a month just because you kept posting on social media, who would do it?
There's
Exactly. And
about
it's
like 100 ones, but why do you think 90% of them still don't do it?
And that's the thing. Like post on social media, like the same way you come to work. Come to work as if there was $1,000 laying on the table. I'm gonna say this again, actually. I want you guys to hear this. Come to work as if there was $1,000 laying on the table every single day. All you have to do is show up at 9 a.m., leave at 8 p.m., and work your ass off and take 30-minute lunch break, and that's it. And there's $1,000 cash ready for you. Every day, the same mindset you come into work, and the same mindset when it comes to recruiting. You're not going to expand your team and make more money if you don't post every single day on your page. And that's the mindset you have to have. Like if I don't put, I promise you, like Tanner's probably the same way. Like if I'm not posting something on my story or something, like I feel like I lost, like I just feel like I lost money. I don't know why. Like that's the thing. Like
You
that's
know
that,
something crazy?
huh?
Something crazy. So I hated posting on social media and I would do little tricks to like help me post. And like same thing with selling. Like if I get a call, I'm like $1,000, $1,000, 1,000. Hey, John. And then I would answer the phone call, whatever. On Instagram, what I would do is right before I was about to post it, $1,000 recurring revenue coming, $1,000, bang. You know what happened? When I hit my
Hmm.
100th post, that's when I made 100,000 in a month. Because I literally just like fucking manifested that, and that's exactly what happened. So like I just told myself $1,000 is coming every single month, recurring revenue. And then bang, magically, when I hit 100 posts, that's when I made 100,000 that same month.
That's like 100 grand a month. Like that's not a joke. Like you don't just get that from good luck. Like you don't get that from. He said 100 posts to get there. I'm pretty sure if you guys knew. If you guys like 100% in your mind knew if you posted 100 times once every single day, you guys would make 100 grand a month. Everybody in here would drop a one in the chat. Everybody in here would say yes, 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 yes. Everybody here, I'm doing it today. But why don't you just do it now? Like, like Tanner said, we're nothing special. We're literally nothing special. Like, I'm not different than any of you guys. And it's like that's why like sometimes like I get mad when I see people not doing good. Like, excuse my language, but like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, are you even working? And it's like that's the mindset you have to have. Like, okay, every time I'm doing something, there's something in return. If I don't get anything in return, the next one I'm gonna get something. And if you don't have that mindset, like you guys just doubt yourselves way too much. Like you guys doubt a lot, especially with how the system is nowadays. Like just 7 months ago, the system was not like this. Like I promise you, just 7 months ago, and I'm pretty sure everybody that's been here prior to that can say the same thing. Like Tanner, the system is not as easy how it is now. So
No,
it's like
not at all.
everybody
And
here could faster than us.
no, 100%. I would agree. I'm not special, and I'll be the first to admit. But you have some killers on your team. Amir, what, he drops like 70K in a month, and like that was like his second or third month. What have you noticed about like specifically like Amir coming in on your team and absolutely tearing it up compared to like maybe some people that just take a little bit longer?
Amir, Amir literally listens to everything. He asks everyone questions. He works and he sits in his corner and doesn't say a word to anybody. Doesn't say a word. All he does is sit there and dial. Like if you go to Amir and you bother him right now, like if I go and bother Amir, or if somebody goes and bothers Amir while he's dialing, he might hit you.
Yeah.
Like he actually might hit. It's like going into a lion's cage. Like it's like literally going into a lion's cage. He might bite you. Like he might do something to you if you bother him. And you have to, that's what I mean by being jealous of your time. Like Amir's very jealous of his time. Like very jealous. It's almost to the point where it's like insane. So like that's how you have to be. You have to be so jealous to the point where if somebody talks to you and you know it's a waste of time, like you want to hit them. Like you're actually getting mad.
Yeah. I
And
like
that's
that.
I feel like that's what separates Amir from a lot of other people.
Now, I relate to that a ton because I remember when I was living at the compound and there was a good amount of people there. People would come in, and try to ask me questions. And I would say, get the fuck out of my room right now. I'm fucking working. Leave right now. And then once like they see how serious I am and I actually mean it, because like I would like, dude, I will fucking hit you too. Like, get out. Then they're never gonna bug me again. They see that I'm serious about like protecting my time. But you need to protect your time if you want to sell a lot because a 30-minute break here, an hour conversation here, a 20-minute that shit adds up. And what I've noticed is like whatever your mind is fully focused on in that moment is where you'll excel the best. 1,000%. So if your sole focus every single day is to sell and every single minute of that day you're intentional and like I'm going to sell, then you will. But when outside factors come into play, that's when you start to be off your game, maybe don't sound good on the phone and whatnot. But I would say 100%, like I would relate to that ton. Is there anything else that like you would notice? Like, does he work more than other people? Does he spend more on leads? Like, is there anything else that you notice like from people that are killing it versus maybe
Yeah.
people that are
He
struggling a
actually
little
doesn't,
more?
he spends like 1,200 a week on leads, just like everybody else. And you know what's crazy? Like he comes in the office, like he'll come in at like let's just say 9:30 a.m. and he'll finish his shift at like 8 p.m. Like he'll finish his shift at 8 p.m. But I can assure you, he took advantage of every single second of
Yeah,
those hours he's been there. Like some
yeah,
of you guys are like I remember I said this in another call. What was it called? There's real part-time workers and fake full-time workers.
yeah.
I promise you, there's probably more than 75% people in here that are fake full-time workers. If you guys take a timer, right? Take a timer on your phone, like go on here and put a stopwatch of the hours you were actually working, and you guys will probably shit yourselves when you guys see how much hours you wasted. Like you guys would be actually upset. Like you guys would throw up if you guys seen how much hours you wasted. And I want you guys to try it, like test it. Like time yourself and see how much hours you're actually working. And that's one of the biggest things. There's a lot of fake people that fake full-time workers. Like what
Yeah.
would you agree with me? Like there's a lot of fake
Uh,
full-time workers.
yeah, I would agree 100%. Because I mean, like you put two people right next to each other, like they both work 12 hours in a day. I mean, they're not literally going to be working 12 hours a day. One guy might be actually working 12 hours a day, but one guy might be working 8 hours. He takes an hour lunch. He, watches this video this time, and then he sits next to this guy this time, and then that all adds up over time. So, like, long story short, what you're saying is that, like, he's just a lot more intentional with his time. And when you're more intentional with your time, you're just going to get a lot more done. I would agree with that 100%. But to kind of wrap things up, like, what would your advice be to someone that's like brand new in the business and they want to make $41,000 in 10 days?
$41,000 in 10 days
Just like
is
you.
do exactly what the top people are doing. Work if you work harder than me, like that's one thing. That's I'll it's just gonna sound cliche. Work harder than me, work harder than Tanner, recruit more than me, post more than me, work harder than me, sell more, do all these little things, but not for 1 month. Do it consistently. Do it consistently. Do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You guys are never gonna see a business to move this fast. You guys could be patient. Do it over and over and over again and watch how your life will change. Like not to sound corny, but like your life will literally change.
Yeah, I love that, bro. You're a dog. Can't wait to see what you do this year, bro. We'll open up to like questions for like 10 minutes, 15. If you have a question, unmute, fire away.
I got a quick question here. So, like for the social media stuff, what we had a really awesome call with Holland, and I just kind of want to know what your process is in terms of like posting content. What is your kind of game plan for that? How do you kind of automate stuff to, get the most out of posting social media?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, I mean, to answer that, like, what I'm doing now is different than when I initially started. But if you want to get ahead of 99% of the people, which is exactly what I did, is you don't need these fancy edits. You don't need, a dope ass like backdrop of where you're filming. Like you just need to stick the fucking camera in front of your face and just need to talk. And you need to say whatever comes to mind and just talk. And I did that. That's all I did to get to $100,000 a month in income. And then once I got there, I started to hire people and pay for social media and figure out how to really get to the next level. But if you want to get ahead of 99% of the people, all you need to do is just pick up the phone and just talk. Talk to it. That's it. That's what I would say.
Perfect. No, I appreciate it. Like some here in the office, you like go outside because I mean I saw your content and it's like I love it. The edits are great.
Yeah, I mean now it's better. Like I have an editing team that like takes care of all of it, so I just shoot it, they fire away with everything else. But like scroll back on like all my old shit. It was just me just like sitting in a room just yapping or walking outside. I speak better when I'm like walking, so like I would tend to just do that stuff.
Perfect. I got a super quick question here, just one more. I'll let other guys do it. So, in terms of training and sharpening the sword, like what is kind of your process in terms of training, sharpening the sword? Because like when you're working full time, you want to try to be as not distracted as possible and just grinding, grinding, grinding. How do you kind of train and get better and make sure that you're not just aimlessly grinding, but also trying to work a little bit smarter?
What I would say to that is exactly what I did and what I was told when I started is write down where you have presentations, where you lost them, what you said, what the client said, and where they hung up. Also, any other objections that you're struggling with throughout the day, write those down. Then at night, call someone that sells 40 grand a month and tell them every single thing that you messed up on, where you lost people, what you said, what you need to work on, and say, hey, this is what I'm struggling with. This is what happened. What would you have said? That's exactly what I did every single night, whether I sold five in a day or I sold none. I would always do that. And then like anytime I lost people, like, and it was genuinely like my fault, like I fucked up somewhere in the script, like I made sure to never mess up there again.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Yo, I have a question.
Yo, you see.
What's up, you seeing?
Yo, so Anas, how do you like how do you manage your time really well and make sure that you can put your time into posting on social media, managing that with dialing, and then also with your downlines as well?
Yeah, so how I usually manage my time is just have like a schedule. So I would, for example, train from 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. train my team. And then when I grab lunch for like 30 minutes, I'll come back and I'll just dial the rest of the time unless there's new people in training. And then at night is when I usually work on my craft. So like after 7 p.m., 8 p.m. That's when I'll look at what I'm about to post on social media and just kind of like plot what I'm about to do next.
Okay, so with that being said, I mean, what made you so comfortable with posting on social media, knowing like everybody in your hometown, everybody that you knew before was going to talk bad? I want Tanner and Anas to answer this question.
Okay, I'll start off with that. I mean, to be honest with you, it's a business. Like I didn't really care what people thought about it. Like they're not the ones paying me money. Like they're not the ones gonna put money in my pocket. So I honestly I didn't even think about that when I started posting. Like I just generally didn't really care. How about you, Tanner?
Yeah, so I mean, I personally like I was someone that was a little bit nervous to post, and like I did kind of think that people are going to think this way and this way. But at the end of the day, when I broke it down, I knew that nothing was going to get in the way of my goals. And if a couple people say this and a couple people talk shit, I don't give a fuck because they're bums in the first place. And I remember after posting for like a few weeks, like I got lit up in my old high school soccer group chat saying that I'm scamming old people and that I'm in a pyramid scheme. And then when I went back home in December over Christmas break, I was like walking down the street and people were like, "Hey Tanner, I have a mentor. I'm gonna make 2 million." Like I was getting trolled, my Instagram posts, all that. Like, and then they started to see me just grow and make more money and more money and more money, and they all shut the fuck up. And some of them text me back now. So like at the end of the day, I knew that nothing was ever gonna get in the way of my goals. And like you have to post on social media. Like, dude, grow up. Like post on social media. That's what I tell people.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what you're saying. I mean, I don't know. It's just you have to really, I guess, put everything aside and I don't know, focus on your business because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, if they troll
Why you
you, it's
laughing? It's funny.
no nothing. I was just nothing, bro. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at your bank account, it's just that's all that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, bro, yeah, like everyone, or not everyone, but most people, yeah, they're pretty nervous to post on social media, and I was as well. But like, if you want to grow your business and that's what it takes, then do it. And also, like, when you get your first guy paid, really paid, you'll understand that like there's so many other people out there that actually need your help and need this business that you're actually the dickhead for not posting.
Yeah, yeah. No, but I think the main thing with me is I care too much about people think, and I got to get past that. At the same time, it's like, I don't know. I remember we talked about it before, and I think Ennis was pretty good at convincing as well. He telling me that as well, and Omar was telling me the same thing, but I haven't implemented it as much because I just feel like I don't know. I don't know. I'll get over it though, but I
Start today.
appreciate the help.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
appreciate it.
No, so I have a question actually.
What's up, Mateo?
Yeah, I just want to say, like, I know you always talk about like closing yourself inside your own business. Can you like touch up on that a little bit?
Yeah, so I remember I said it on convention day too, and I said not convention, the Ignite event. When I said close yourself inside your business, and what I mean by that is like you have to know why you're working, like what your goals are coming inside the business. So like most people, they don't know why they're working so hard. They don't actually believe in the business. And that's what I mean by closing yourself, bro. Like if you're not closed inside your business, you don't know why you're working hard, then how are you gonna close other people that want to come inside your business?
Yeah,
That's why you
no,
can't recruit. Like you can't recruit because how are you gonna join someone's team that doesn't believe it themselves?
exactly. I understand. And I just want to let you know I just closed the call in as well, bro. While you were,
Good shit,
Oh,
baby.
Mateo.
let's go,
Anyone
baby.
else have any questions?
I got a question here. So another thing is like once I started getting paid, like I started seeing like my bank grow, and I was like, damn, this is awesome, you know. And I've just like been trying to find what that more of that motivation. Like, what is kind of your why, and how do you kind of dial in your why, to just be insanely obsessed with this, you know?
And Nos, what would you say?
Um, what I would say is like when it comes down to being obsessed, like it has to come like natural, you know? Like you have to actually want to be like you actually have to want to be obsessed with the game. Like I'm obsessed with the game. Like I really don't care about the money. No, like Alex, like I want you to hear me. I don't care about the money.
No, that's literally me too, bro. Like, I don't really care about the money, you know? And it's like the life-changing aspect of it. Like, sales completely changed my life 360. Like, I was depressed a couple years ago. You would not recognize me whatsoever, just drinking. And now I'm here and I'm just like
Yeah.
so thankful. Like,
But you
sometimes,
have to
like,
like listen, like you ready? Like you just have to fall in love with the progress and results, bro. Fall like I would write down everybody should like write that down. Like fall in love with the progress and results. Don't be money driven. Because if you're money driven, you can only go so far. You have to be obsessed with the progress and results. And always put that in your mind. Like this is my goal. Like my goal was not to hit $43,000 in my bank account this month. My goal was to hit 350K, 400K a month as a team. But money just came with it. Like you gotta be obsessed with the progress and results. And I'm pretty sure Tanner's the same way. Like every time I talk to Tanner, he doesn't talk to me about the money he gets deposited. He calls me and says, "Yo, my team hit 648,000 this month." You know what I mean? And like I had to ask him how much money he deposited because he didn't even mention it. He just mentioned his team.
it's fire.
As far as social media content, like you guys talked about posting from day one, what if I just started would be like my focus on what I post, whether the pictures or what I'm saying on the post.
I would probably start off by obviously, yeah, like when I say recruit day one, but focus on what's necessary as well, right? Like focus on your sales, like sell a policy and then post like, hey, like this is my first close, one of many. Little shit like that. You get what I mean, Ben? Like little stuff like that. Post your first close. Post you in the Zoom, hey, like we're all dialing in today, locking in today. Little stuff like that. It doesn't all have to be numbers because Tanner didn't start off by posting numbers. I didn't start off by posting numbers. It just slowly got into it. So it's like post little shit, post your day in the life of a life insurance agent that just started off.
Yeah,
And do you guys
exactly.
mainly post like selfies with it, or is it more of a like computer screen type post?
Bro, literally like take your phone. You could literally take your phone right now, take a take a video and just be like always learning. And then post it on your story. Bang, that's content. You see how
Gotcha.
easy it is, Ben? Look, you just took your phone,
Yeah,
recorded, posted on Instagram, bang. That's content.
perfect.
Just like
Appreciate it.
that. Of course, bro. And do it consistently. Don't overthink it.
What would you say about like the people that like hate on you when you first start to post? You know, you got it. I got it. A lot of people got it first.
Yeah, of course.
They're broke.
Yeah,
They're
me like bro, let me tell you, like you remember when I first started posting, they sent me in group chats. They literally
Exactly.
sent me in group chats to laugh at me. And then it's funny because those people that laughed at me in those group chats are texting me to start the job now.
They
So
are.
it's
Yeah,
like
I can.
they can laugh all they want, but who's really laughing? Like who's really laughing? We'll take one last question before we go back and dial.
Hey, I have a question on how you got. I have a lot of new agents kind of starting in the next couple weeks, whether it be like one or multiple. How do you structure when you have to train somebody on day one? Do you guys dial much those days, or is it more so you're focused on like
Tanner,
training?
answer that one.
Yeah, no, that's a really, really good question. So one thing that you don't want to do is just sit there and just stare at them and just listen to them all day. That hurts everyone. It hurts you. You're not making any money selling. It hurts them because now they think that they're always going to have Cooper right there helping him for every single objection, and they're going to start being they're going to depend on you for everything. That's terrible. I did that with one guy. He sold 8 grand his first week. He's not in the business anymore. He didn't sell 8 grand. I sold all 8 grand because I told him everything he needed to say. That's not what you want to do. You want them to fail. You want them to mess up. That's where they're going to learn the most. How I would do that is like you're dialing the entire day. If you're not on a phone call, you're still dialing, like it's your phone is ringing, but you're listening to them as you're not on the phone. Now, if he's on like a bank objection or like a wife objection on his first day, like, dude, help him. Like, he needs help. You want to build his confidence. He needs to sell his first day. It's important. It helps a lot, right? But you're still just taking selling the exact same. The only difference is like when you're not on a phone call, you're actively listening to him. And then at night, that's when you really recap everything, go over all the objections, so he's not going to get hit with the same thing the next day and fail and mess up again. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Can
Yeah.
I ask a question?
Yeah, what's up?
So, Anas mentioned recruiting day one. I am like 2 weeks in and I have people reaching out to me. How would I do that if I'm still confused myself in the business?
Do you believe in the business?
Absolutely. I quit my job. By the way, I got a work phone and a Washington number today. So, yeah.
Perfect. So you believe in the business, right?
Yeah.
Sold yet?
Yeah, I sold 5 policies. Well, I
Let's
mean,
go.
I closed 5, yeah.
How long you been here for?
2 weeks.
So you know it's real, right?
Yeah.
I think you'd be selfish if you didn't. Those people that texted you every day told you they want to start with you, and you know they can actually use this advantage to
Well,
succeed.
of course, and I respond. And the thing is like how do I get them started? Like if I don't so my question is like if I'm still stumbling on learning the game and learning the how to do it, how do I explain to somebody if they're asking me, okay, how does it work?
You can tell them, like, for example, I'm pretty sure Tanner does this too for like you're brand new in the industry. Text, text your upline, like, hey, like I have a girl that wants to start. If you can hop on the call with me, and then basically like both of us would be on the call, and then I'll explain the business to her, obviously a
Yeah.
little more efficiently than if you were to do it, for example. And then you learn over time. As you hear me
Oh,
on those recording calls, remember it's your part-time job. You learn
mhm.
that as well. So you see me on the phone with them, and then that's how you learn over time.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then
So
also your upline will do all the training for you. So you'll still focus on selling. He'll train everyone for you. So you can still focus on selling, but also you're gonna learn how he's training all of them. So then when you're ready to take all people and especially new people that come in a couple months, you know what to do.
okay. And how do you handle, I guess, like if, for example, you're dialing all day, you and you just nonstop, like how do you handle if you don't close that day? When you started off the day, like, no, I'm gonna close, I'm gonna close. How would you handle it? Like mentally?
I would reset my days. It's
Just
simple.
like just like
You
nothing
know, you
happened.
know why sales is so good? Like, you know why I love sales, Michelle? I
Why?
love sales because the next person I talk to doesn't know what happened in my day. I could
Mm-hmm.
have the worst day possible. I could have had 20 objections that day, but he doesn't know what happened. So I go into
Mm-hmm.
that call, he answers my call. He doesn't know what I know what happened, but I forgot. I had like multiple days today. Like ask me how like I remember Daniel G said it. I had 5 days today. Like, which day are you talking about? And it's like
Mm.
the ability to reset in sales is amazing. So the fact that you come into the day, like today is 9 a.m. I just woke up. I'm ready for the day. After this call, you know it's gonna be 9 a.m. after this call. I just started again. And that's how you have to look at every day. You go through a little slump on the road, then you reset. What would you say, Tanner?
Yeah, no, 100%. Also, like, understand we work in sales, like, you're not going to sell every single day. Like, that's just how it works. You're not going to sell every single day. But my whole mindset is like, I don't I don't do good days and bad days based off of if I sell a lot or if I don't. A good day is if I worked the hours that I said I was going to work and I fought on every single phone call. That's a
Mm-hmm.
good day. It's not if I sell 2, 3, 5 in a day. And then a bad day is not if I don't sell anything. A bad day is if I didn't work my hours and I didn't try on every single phone call. And when
Okay.
your mindset is like that, instead of like a good day being you sell and a bad day being if you don't, you're going to run into good days. You should run into good days every single day because you're just working. And then at the same time is like, dude, damn, like I can admit, like, yeah, today was definitely very difficult. I didn't sell, like, that's okay. There's no way I'm not going to sell tomorrow. Like every single, like I crossed off all the leads that I never wanted to speak to because they were never going to buy red today. That means I have
Mhm.
so many people that are fresh or that have never picked up that I'm going to sell tomorrow. So I'm actually going to
Yeah.
make up for it. And
Yeah.
like that's my mindset towards that. And then understand like, do we work in sales? Like you're not going to sell every single day and you can't measure this business by day. You have to measure it in a week. If you work your hours every single week, you will hit your numbers. Like
Okay.
I
every
don't think you
single
guys
week,
heard what
you'll
Tanner
always hit
said.
your numbers.
I don't think you guys heard what Tanner said. What he said was basically the more no's you get, the ones he marked red, the more no's you get, the closer you are to a yes, basically. Like he just said he marked some of them red, which means he got those no's. Like he loves no's because the more no's he gets, he's closer to a yes. Like that's the mindset you have to have. Like the more no's he was getting, the closer he is to a yes.
Yeah, and then measure this business in like a week instead of a day, your mind won't go crazy. Because like some people's best weeks, they don't do shit Monday and Tuesday, but then they pop off the rest of the week. If you
Yeah.
get frustrated after one day and now your mindset's terrible the rest of the week, yeah, you will have a terrible week.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right, well, I appreciate you guys hopping on. Let's run it the fuck up the rest of the night.
Let's fucking go.